How much does regulation play, and how much has that impacted what you've been able to do? Because obviously a highly regulated industry. How have you navigated that field, or has it not been that difficult for you?
So obviously privacy and data security are an area where we invest a lot in making sure that we're staying in the right zone. We spend a lot of time speaking to regulators all across the world to make sure that we're not doing things that might be perceived as unethical in any way. And anything we do is keeping the customer's privacy, the broker's privacy, the carriers, the insurer's privacy, and so on and so forth. One of the things it does not allow us to do is to run the analysis. We run an analysis on a policyholder level, but we would not go and source your data. We would look at your zip code or postcode data. We would look at financials in your region. We would look at many other stats, but we cannot go into your Facebook. We cannot go into your LinkedIn. We cannot go into your social media. We cannot go into all of those things because the insurance company didn't get a consent from you to do that. So there is a limitation to the amount of personalization you could do because of that. On the other hand, you keep the customer's privacy, and it is changing slightly between the California regulation, New York regulation, the UK regulation, the EU's regulation, the Israeli regulation, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I think that's what I was kind of leaning towards. It's like that must be that changing landscape must be a big challenge for a business like yours, or certainly a consideration that that you must have to keep abreast of. Which is it a particular challenge?
Yeah, I think there was one hurdle that I think most companies kind of were able to overcome, which is get data on a cloud-like environment. Get it out of the basement and put it on somewhere that it could be processed. So that was a hurdle a few years ago. And it's currently not as much. And that's probably one of the biggest upsides of COVID, that people understood that data needs to be accessed digitally.
Yeah.